Hello, my name is Dominic Williams, and I will be singing Der Tod, das ist die kühle Nacht by Johannes Brahms.
Oh yeah, oh what a good choice. What a good choice of song. Oh, bravo, bravo. Okay, we're gonna fly and we're gonna take lots of notes because this is a song that will do so well for you with lots of interpretation, with really understanding it. Do you speak German at all? No.
Except for Monty Python skits that
So the memorization of this, you guys have got to get underneath the memorization of this and understand that German a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So der Tod, and we have a comma. So it's der Tod. That is death.
The death.
That's this night.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that comma is really important. You are defining death as tonight.
Mm-hmm.
All right? That whole first stanza is about place. It's about here and now. So place is huge, you guys. You, Dominic, and we've worked on this before, you want to flesh this out. That whole first thing is about I'm here, and you want to think about a place that sets you in this melancholy state. We're going to talk about that state in a second. So you're saying death is this night, which is a little chilly, right? And that all of life is in a single day. That's how it feels to you. This is what you're actually saying. You want to be sure when you look at this song to identify, like, where is the verb in der Tod, das ist die kühle Nacht? Where is the verb? And what is the verb?
The verb is.
Ist. Right. And you want to understand that because in German, verbs are in funny places, right? It now grows dark. Es dunkelt schön. Which word is dark in that phrase? Es dunkelt schön.
Dunkelt.
Yes,
Dark.
exactly, right. And there's a little, the music changes. There's a phrase right before es dunkelt schön, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember what that music is doing right there?
It's getting quieter.
It's getting quieter, and it's going to a kind of a minor feel.
Yeah.
It's shifting in, so the music is taking you to the phrase. These songs are so exquisite, and one reason is that every time you're not singing, the music is taking you to the next place. So an exercise for you is to, does he have this recorded?
I do, I have it recorded.
Good. is not to sing, but to listen to those phrases where you're not singing. And listen for how they lead you to the words, all right? Es dunkelt schön, here's another important comma. That comma is important. It's dark and I'm drowsy, two completely different thoughts.
So finish that one before going into the next one.
Just feel the it's dark and I'm drowsy. And I think that's something, and you have a decision to make. Are you discovering that you're drowsy, or are you saying, it's dark and man, I'm sleepy, but obviously I can't sleep? Isn't that like the worst state in the world, when you can't sleep but you're sleepy? Right. See, a connection to that fact. You're drowsy but you're not sleeping already starts to make this song personal. Okay. Der Tag hat mich müde gemacht. What word means weary or tired?
Mood?
Yes, it makes me müde. So this is the important. Gemacht is the makes me.
Yeah.
Hat mich müde gemacht. So the day. Now, you are a strapping young man who doesn't look like anybody would, or anything would make you tired. So this is something you're going to have to work on, Dominic, because what can level you? This is important. And if you've never ever been flattened by something, or just really defeated, you need to think about that a little bit. What's even gotten close to you that way? What's made you sleepless and moody? Because that's the point of this first stanza, all right? And I hope my note taker is just scribbling away, because these are all questions for you to explore. All right, now we have a huge change. That next stanza is completely different, right?
Yeah,
Different
it's
energy.
almost more elated.
Right, and let's look at before we get into the minutia of it, let's look at the arc of it. So, right, it's more elated, it's got energy, that tree is rising, right? And when you sing, I'm not sure yet how we feel about it. You're saying that we've got this energy, and we've got a tree, and there's a nightingale singing, and she's singing of love. But here's the question of the song. How do you feel about the fact that she's singing about love? What does the music tell us? When you repeat, ich höre sogar im Traum, right there at the end. When you repeat, what's happening to the music there? Is it still elated?
No, not as much. It's shaking.
Right. So this is another thing I want you to listen for. And this is the brilliance of these songs, is that this song leaves us with a question and it doesn't answer it. The singer has to answer it. I'm saying it's singing about love, but I need to tell my audience how I feel about the fact that it's singing about love.
Okay.
The music suggests I don't feel great about it.
Mm-hmm.
If the music said something different, we say, oh, well, whatever. It's this nightingale singing. I'm in love, yay. But that's not really what the music tells us, right? So we suspect that what? That it's singing about love, but something's going wrong for you about love.
I kind of had this interpretation of this song, I don't know, because it's all up in the air because of the style it's in, that it's almost an older man passing on to the next life.
That's beautiful, and that would be great. That's not you.
Yeah, exactly.
You're singing this song, and Dominic, you in particular. So we've got to, so your qualities are strong, your quality is energy. So we're going to be asking ourselves, how can a guy like this be feeling so bad about love? Surely everybody's in love with this guy. So Dominic needs to make a connection to the song. An old man is not singing this song. You're singing this song. Okay? Always true, sport fans. And it's one of the great things about music, particularly when you get over into jazz and stuff, it's that you're singing the song that gets so exciting. When a song is really good, it has room for any kind of interpretation. This is you singing, okay? Which is different. If you were on stage playing an old man, we'd be doing something different, but that's not what's up here. So the bottom line, that second stanza has this arc about, wow, we've got this energy, something's singing, but it's not working for me, Dominic. All right? So you have some homework, which is, where's a situation that I can imagine where I'm feeling defeated, and something outside of me is crowing. This is like when you go to the audition board, and your name isn't on it, and that guy is over there like, yeah, I got the lead, and you're like, jeez. That's what that nightingale is like for you.
Okay.
Or it may be that you have been in love with somebody in your life, and somebody else, and they don't even see you. We need a substitution like that so that we can feel that kind of disappointment, and that you come to, right? And then another question to ask yourself, and you can work this out with Melinda, notice every time you repeat something, you repeat von Leute Liebe.
Mm-hmm.
So, because you're working your way to, it's singing about love, and I don't feel so good about it. That repeat helps you. And the repeat at the end is sogar im Traum. So what you repeat at the end is, even in my dream. So even if I go to sleep, I'm going to hear this.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot escape this thing. That's why bother to dream? I mean, I might as well stay awake and just stand here. It's that bad, all right? So that's what's really going on. And we've got to build a bridge from you, a guy whose life is going pretty well, to this guy, all right? So, quickly, let me just ask you, just put on some situation in your life where you feel like things have not gone well and something outside of you is crowing and happy about it and it's not worked for you. You got something?
Mm-hmm.
All right, all I want you to do is explore the song with that in mind. Now, where would you be thinking about these things? You don't
My
have
room.
to. Okay, that's fine. All right. And is it night?
Yeah.
All right. So that has a particular feeling. Okay. That's something I want you to do super big homework on, because place is when you're home, you know, if you're in your room at night, is everybody else asleep? What can you hear? What does it smell like? Is it freezing? Is your house too hot? You know, what's driving you nuts? Okay? But right now, explore that situation. Thank you. Explore that situation while you sing again.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it alright if I look at the music? So that
Absolutely, because I know it's not yours. But you're exploring this. Great, wow, great use of that play out. That's exactly right, you guys. You stay in that song right through the play out and even past the, let the piano ring out,
Okay.
then come out, okay? So that's a great beginning.
It felt better.
Let me lay in some steps for you.
Mhm.
I want you to work on, and I know you guys, I'm speaking with a certain amount of energy, but we don't have a lot of time, and I'm trying to get a lot of information through. So that's where my energy is coming from. When you're memorizing this, I want you to lift it off the page and memorize it while in place. So don't memorize it by looking down on the page. Look at der Tod. Look up and imagine I'm in my room.
Mm-hmm.
they're told to come back. So let's get the memorization attached to the place that you're in. Number 2, if this looks like a good place for you, thinking about home, but I want you to imagine that there's nobody home but you. Because you're now home in a place where God, so that the voice can come out, you're not worried about somebody hearing you. Okay. Mom, Dad, everybody's out, I don't know where the hell they are, but all right, so the voice can come out into the whole of the house, because you're miserable.
Okay.
Notice as we go into that second stanza, is that a fermata rest? What do we have, Richard? We have nothing, right, before we go?
No.
There's no play in, right?
Not really. It's just this.
Just kind of a help thing.
At the beginning, and then it's pretty much
right.
the same.
So it's in that gap. You've got to hear that thing singing, or you've got to see again that guy, who got the part and you didn't.
Yeah.
And that's driving you through those 2 phrases. Be mine right through. There's a thing singing. It's driving me nuts. All the way through. So we want to hear it from before you sing, and it's in a silence. You guys hear that? Do you hear it? Do you hear it? It's driving me crazy. I can't sleep. That's the whole second stanza. That's all that's going on in the second stanza. And lauta. What do we got? Lauta. Ooh, that's so cool. It goes bluesy right there, right? So you need to explore why does that music get so weird right there? It's because you're saying even. So I want to get you hooked up to the English meaning of those German phrases.
Yeah.
This is just a guy talking the way you would, just the way I am now. I can't sleep. Do you hear that night? Hate it. So start with, I think your source is just great, and you have some ways of working. Wonderful. It's a great song for you, Dominic. It's really, really good. Okay, let's go to the second song.
All right. For my second piece, I will be singing Stranger in Paradise from Kismet by Robert Wright and George Forrest.
Okay.
Yes.
It actually is a duet, so
Yeah.
I'm ready to do this.
Yeah, but we just had it as if it was just Kelly singing.
Okay, great.
And continuing. Melinda has still yet to work something out there.
A little.
Melinda?
Yeah.
Do you remember what we're doing for that big chunk that has like
It's the
text?
underscore.
What's that?
The underscore.
If we could leave out the underscore and then
Just go right to
let's go right
Yeah.
into that. If you
Sure.
could give us some appropriate note just before that.
Yeah, this is actually the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same initiative.
Okay.
Super. Thanks.
Thank you.
Excellent.
So did you stop this?
Should I do that introduction again?
No,
Oh.
that's good. Just stop.
Oh, why do the leaves of the mulberry tree whisper differently now? And why is a nightingale singing at noon on the mulberry bough? For some most mysterious reason, this isn't the garden I know. No, it's paradise. Now that was only. That's it. I'm still working notes on that one. Yeah.
Do you know who know it's paradise?
Okay, thank you. No, it's paradise. Now that was only a garden a moment ago.
And then it's just right.
Okay.
He's weird. Start right at counts. Take my hand.
Alright. Take my hand, I'm a stranger in paradise, all lost in a wonderland, a stranger in paradise. If I stand starry-eyed, there's a danger in paradise, for mortals who stand beside an angel like you. gift I hunger for. But open your angel's arms to the stranger in paradise and tell him that he need be a stranger no more. I saw your face, and I ascended out of the commonplace into the rare. Somewhere in space, thy hands suspended until I know there's a chance that you care. Won't you answer the fervent prayer of a stranger in paradise? Don't send me in dark despair from all that I hunger for, but open your angel's arms to the stranger in paradise and tell me that I need be a stranger no
Greatness, great, what a good pairing. So this sits super well for you. It heightens the fact that the first song is a terrific exploration for you, because if we can hit these two sides of you, bingo, and we need to reinforce the first, okay? I love the way you said the title of the song. I love the adventure you've put in here. I love the confidence you've put in here, so this is great. I want you to keep that. It's interesting to me that you have so deeply explored the chorus and that you haven't explored the first verse in particular. So that's just interesting. Okay, doesn't matter why. It doesn't matter
Well,
why.
I used this as an audition piece recently, but I only used that very ending section.
Right. Okay. So good. So you
So
go
I
back
just-
and right.
Yeah, I'm just
So
working on that
let's
part.
look at quickly what you're going to be exploring in that first verse, which is you want to ask you want to answer for yourself. Why am I asking these questions? I don't know the answer right now. You don't either. You need to figure that out.
Okay.
Now, for some mysterious reason, this isn't the garden I know. You should put a slash right there in your. That's a big break, because then you make a decision. No, it's paradise now. That phrase stands alone. In fact, I'm you. I would take. If I'm you, I would put a fermata rest before I say no. I'd mess with it. It's what? No, it's paradise now. And I'd even give myself a little break right before I go to the next one, so that we can really punch that out. Because that's what you're realizing right there.
Okay.
Wait a minute, this isn't the garden I thought it was going to be. I'm in paradise. The realization is right there. So guys, mess with your score and see if you can help the accompanist help him.
Do you think that we should shorten it? Is it too long? So that I'm hearing it, I'm kind of
I don't know that we need he's awfully good in all of it. You
Okay.
can use all of it. That's a NATS-y question. So just decide what NATS would prefer.
okay.
But you're doing fine. Now, take my hand on a stranger in paradise. You are doing just great. I don't know what you're imagining, but let me reinforce something, which is for you, I'm imagining that you are literally on the Met stage. And I think you should go to a place that big. Your biggest dream is where you are when you sing this song.
Okay.
So first of all, do I belong here? I mean, I'm standing where Pavarotti stood. I'm a stranger here. But by God, by the end of the song, I'm going to belong. And when you say, take my hand, decide, is that because, maybe that's not romantic. Maybe, take my hand, this is a little scary. Can you hold my hand for a second? Really, seriously.
Yeah.
Works just great. In fact, it's a little bit more interesting to me. Take my hand, I'm a stranger, as you begin to sing that. And he or she is an angel because they're helping you. So somebody is there with you. These folks that you're singing to, whoever you're singing to, is here to help you. Oh, thank God you got me here. Maybe it's Belinda. Who knows? Somebody gets you on that stage, which is really cool. And then you can continue to play with that ascension, all right? Building and building and building, especially the first time when you sing Somewhere in Space, I Hang Suspended. be sure you know what you mean. Does it mean I can't even feel my feet anymore? That's
Just
really
floating.
fun. If you do the repeat, it could be that by the second time you sing it, it's that your name is literally over the Met stage. You know, have you ever been to the Met in New York?
Yeah.
Okay, so your name is out front on those cool panel banners. Whatever your dream is, all right? Keep building that. A couple of notes. There's a danger in paradise for mortals who stand beside an angel like you. That's one phrase. If you breathe after beside, you have to think through to an angel. It's not for mortals who stand beside an angel like you. It's for mortals who stand beside an angel like you. Your line needs to move through that phrase. Same with till the moment I know there's a chance you care. It's not till the moment I know there's a chance you care. Till the moment I know there's a chance you care. That's how you have to think it.
Yeah.
Again, it doesn't matter where you breathe. Did I see one more? And tell him that he need be a stranger no more. Thank you, 5, is that right? So, and tell him that he need be
A stranger no more.
right. Take a breath, but they'll tell he need be a stranger
That
no
thought.
more.
Okay.
I belong here. Yes, I'm on that Met stage. So, what a great arc. We're standing somewhere we're not sure we belong, and by the end of it, I absolutely belong. And what's going to lift you to lift the voice wherever it needs to go, it sounded fine, but I mean really lift, is seeing now yourself outside that building, out with the wonderful fountain in front. They're all flooding in to see you sing. It's incredible. By the way, you can take a tour of the Met. Have you ever done that?
I haven't.
You can, and you can go and you can stand there just as if you're a singer. It's just unbelievable to stand on the stage. So that's what I want you to be imagining.
Okay.
Great. Before I forget, your introduction was great at the top. The walk-in didn't tell me a thing. You guys, when you walk in, it says something. The literal walking in, and there are a couple of things you can do when you're walking. There is so much that you have to accomplish when you start an audition that you might as well use the walk-in. You can either say to them in your body, I haven't seen me in a while, 5 inches taller, just in the way you walk. Or, like for your first song, you could be establishing place as you come.
Mm-hmm.
So you're coming into that house, and mom and dad are here, and it has, but the body wants to be in the middle of something as you come, all right? So you saw me turn around. You don't need to turn around, but the walk-in isn't like, oh gosh, I'm not here now. Okay, now I'm here. And Dominic, for you, in fact, you all are getting really tall. You do not need to take little steps. You don't need to like, okay, no, you're the person you are. Walk in, nice big stride. Come on up, take stage. Take it. You guys have all worked for these people before, now you're going to take it. So, for the heck of it, because I think Stranger in Paradise is in really good shape. I want you to do a walk-in prep, and I want you to start your first song again in our last 1 minute.
So introduction and everything.
Pardon me?
Introduction and everything.
We're good doing the first song.
Okay.
Yeah. We're coming back to the journey. Walk in, introduce, and we'll go with the journey.
Hello. Whoa. There's a stand there. My name is Dominic Williams, and I will be singing Der Tod, das ist die kühle Nacht by Johannes Brahms. Der Tod, das ist die kühle Nacht, das
Perfect. Let me just pause you. Guys, did that feel different than the first time he started that song? Did to me too. What was different to you, Mary?
I don't know, I kind of felt more intrigued to it.
Yeah, and did you know what the mood was?
It kind of seemed like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain.
Well,
lighthearted or a little bit heavier hearted? What did you think?
Kind of, it felt a little bit more heavy to me.
Right, that was already very, very different. So one more big clue, you guys. Everything, it's funny, have you guys ever heard of the Greek, it's not really a myth, it's a philosopher's idea about Zeno's arrow. Have you ever heard of Zeno's arrow? Anybody? No? Zeno's arrow, there's a philosopher who said, if I shoot an arrow, it can never reach the target. Why? Before it gets to the target, it has to get halfway to the target. Before it gets halfway, has to get halfway to there. Before it gets halfway to there, it has to get halfway to there. In other words, it never reaches the target in logic because right? So the beginning of any performance is a Zeno's arrow exercise, and everything is in the prep. Everything is in the moment before. So, wonderful. Your saying who you were was wonderful. You hit this a little bit. You were very natural. Now, guys, everybody eyes on me just for a second. When you prep, before you nod for your accompanist, so Maddie, up here with me just for a second. Before you nod for your accompanist to start, you want to establish the song for yourself with eyes up. With eyes up. Eyes up and out into the space that you are. So before you sing, and you're breathing, just remind yourself, where am I and what am I up to? Nod for your accompanist. Thank you. Nod for your accompanist. And then you've got dum, bum, bum, bum. Is that what we have, Richard? You just have bum, 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 bum. And your first word is?
Der Tod.
Der Tod. And what does that mean?
The death.
Right. It means the death. We would say death.
Death.
Death. Can you imagine? You're starting with death. All right? So, is where you're going to pull that death.
Okay.
And you guys need to work on what does that mean, because you're going to take a moment, eyes up, guys, as you establish your song, nod for your accompanist, and use whatever music you get to send you into the song, which here is death. And your phrase is, death, it's this night. And you can be ironic about that. I'm in my bedroom, I'm just a guy who lives in, but death is tonight. Because, God, he got that role and I didn't. Or, that person, will they ever notice me? Whatever it is, it's fucking greatness. Great. So great. All right, Randy, yay, thank you.